Okay, my last two questions for you. So, what advice would you have to any artist, filmmaker, anyone trying to come in the industry now, trying to do it on their own?
Don't quit, but really ask yourself again, what are you really doing it for? Because if you're not doing it for what it should really be about, and only you can answer that question to who this would, uh, be of interest to, is that if you're doing it for the wrong reasons, the stuff you're going to be confronted with, it's going to break you down, because you have to love your art and what you feel strongly you have to contribute to entertainment and the world of art. You want to do it so bad you'd be willing to do it for free, but don't. But there's times you can do it for free because it'll lead to, you want to be penny wise and pound foolish. But if you are doing it for the wrong reasons, the things that are waiting for you on your path is going to be tormenting. It's going to be miserable. But if you really bout that and you love it, and yeah, you'll feel a certain way with rejection. It'll be more rejection than acceptance. And that's what leads most people to substance abuse, because we weren't really designed and built to get the amount of rejection you get in this business. And you get a lot of it. I can't tell you how many times doors were slammed in our face and insulting remarks like, cats didn't even want to get our name right. They were calling us Sid and Clay instead of Kid and Play, because they didn't, they weren't paying attention to what the name was. But so many times, and I thank God for the friendship with Kid, because even before hooking up with Herbie, we were with another guy named Charlie Casanova. Charlie Casanova at that time had the city on lock as far as the nightclubs, predominantly white clubs. So we got exposed to another part of the world being in those clubs, because he would be the main DJ there, and he would always have us on the guest list. So we would be led into places we normally wouldn't be led into, which exposes to a world. It blessed me, because when I got introduced to the Roxy, where Africa Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation did, and the Fun House and Club 1018 and all of those, I saw Fifth Avenue and Madison Avenue white people dancing with my brothers and sisters. They're in their $5,000 Brooks Brothers suits and all of this kind of stuff like that, dancing with cats in the Pumas and the Adidas and the Lee jeans and all of that. And I'm seeing a new world. But we went through so much rejection, for those who aren't finished being developed yet, knowing who you are and being strong in who you are. Substance abuse is very tempting, and it helps medicate the rejection, the alcohol, the drugs, or whatever. And next thing you know, you're hooked. And so really do the research, really ask yourself the hard question: why do I want to do this? And that would be my advice.
Real advice. All right, my last question: when it is all said and done, when you are long gone from the earth, what is it do you want people to know about?
Where did you get that question from?
I always ask my people this question. I made it up.
I've asked that question. I ran a news organization, Brand News and Life, and no, Brand News, and I started that thing in 2005 maybe, and that was like my question.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, if I gave you links to my older shows, you'll see that in there.
Wow, that's crazy. I always end my interviews with that question.
And it would always touch me, because whenever I asked anybody, and there was other well-known people that are like, wow, that's a good question. For me, I'm a geek and a nerd. I love art. I'm a multimedia. I'm into technology big time. So I'm still on this quest I have this vision in my head for something I want to put together that takes, I hate this phrase because it's so overused, but to take the story of the culture of hip hop to another level. But what's in my heart as a person is is no other feeling like helping and giving. I'm not I'm not good at it in regards to doing it as much as I should, but the opportunities that the Lord will give me a hint or a cue or a tap or a whisper to pay attention to something that's before me and to be able to act on it. So for me, I just like and want to be in that position to have what I need to have to be able to pay for someone's food. Like I heard the story of, I think it was a famous athlete, I don't know, remember what his name was, where he would just randomly pay for strangers' meals, like a full family ordering something at a restaurant or something, but he pays for it quietly. He leaves. He doesn't want the people to know that it was paid for. I like doing that. I do that. I like when I'm in a position that I'm sensing that this would mean a lot to someone for this to be done, or whatever it may be. If it's in my power or I have the resources and the opportunity or the means to do it. So that's me personally. So I'm just at a real interesting place in my life, euphorically, so to speak, in regards to still figuring me out. But I'm no longer about or of that mentality of it being necessarily about what am I going to get out of it. I can't even remember the last time I asked anybody for a hookup. You know, I've gained the reality and how much it means to support people, like, you know, help buy their product or to buy whatever they know, or let me get one for free or cheaper or whatever the case may be. So, you know, supporting others and helping others, you know, to be a part. I see we got an unstable warning just came up with the internet, so I don't know if you want to.
Okay. Do you have anything coming up, or you got anything coming up? Anything you working on?
What?
You got anything coming up? Anything you want the people to know?
Well, and I danced a documentary. That's still pretty much new. I'm literally right now at an expo. The kid and I are doing. We're part of like the Comic-Con thing now because of the Funko dolls, and at one time with us being a Marvel comic book series and stuff. So we got that, and then we have a show in New York right after this. But when I'm in New York, I'm going to visit a charter school that's interested in me coming to be an educator there. So that's pretty exciting. Thank you I would have forgot about this, and people with it would have been upset. I just launched an official nonprofit. It's called the Playground Digital Arts and Design Workshop. And where it is working with the young at heart students in regards to developing their creative skills in multimedia ways, cinematography, drawing, public writing, all of that, to develop it to achieve whatever their projects are, or their designs, or whatever their aspirations is. So working with the schools with that, with HBCUs and stuff like that. So it's called, like I said, the Playground Digital Arts and Design Workshop. And I feel like I'm leaving something out, but yeah, and I danced is the most recent that I'm proud of, still working on that. That I'm thinking about turning into a series, because there's more to the stories. And some of those dancers, they have children to dance now. One of them that's featured in it actually dances for, this is where it's said, but I don't know the names. Lotto. Does it sound familiar? Female rapper. I think her name is Lotto. She's doing a thing, and I know she did I think she did the MTV Music Awards, like before going to commercial and after, and some other stuff. But I hear her name pop up quite a bit. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm just enjoying life. I'm trying to enjoy the fruits of my labor, and thank God that I have a chance to go around some things again and really appreciate them and deal with them for what they are, instead of just taking for granted that, you know, I'll be back. No thing. This is whatever. You know, that stuff almost got threatened never to happen again. So to be traveling again, hanging out with good old friends and stuff again in the industry and out is a blessing to me. And ultimately, the relationship between my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ to have been a for the Lord to say, "Well done, my good and faithful servant."
Well, I want to thank you, Christopher Martin. Like you said, I feel like success is in, I guess, in the eye of the beholder or whatever. And
It
I
is.
feel successful. Like I'm talking to someone who I grew up watching House Party and Class Act. And for you to do this interview with me, you don't know me from a can of paint. You know, it touches my heart, and seeing the person you are allows me to be like, makes me want to be like, okay, if the next person come to me who feel I'm up there or something, I want to do something for them. So I appreciate you being the person you are. And I just,
The movie is called Pay It Forward. I don't know if
okay.
you ever heard of it.
Yes, I have.
That's it right there. Pay it forward.
So I thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks for your time. I will definitely let you know when we drop it on the Narrative Matters, the article. I'm going to write the article. And like I
Yeah,
said,
I'll send
thank
you
you.
the link to the movie. It's
Oh, yeah, I
free.
want to watch
Yeah,
it.
I'll send you the link to the movie. It's free. And thank you. It's like, that what we're doing here, this is what I was talking about in regards to the philanthropist situation. I know where you're at now. I know what it could mean, not because it's me, but just in regards to me being able to invest in someone, to be able to invest. It doesn't always have to be money. It could be just you, your time, or
Yeah.
whatever the case may be. But I see you. I see you. I see you with the Kango on.
You know, hey, this is my style, man. Everybody be like, where you get that from? I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
I got my old fashioned too. But thank you again, Christopher Martin, man. I appreciate, like, this was like one of the highlights of my, career. Like I said, watching, being able to interview a person who I watched on TV coming up. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, the
thank
pleasure
you.
is all mine, and unto you, Philippians 1:6.
All right. All right. I will be in touch.
Check it out.
All right.
All
Bye-bye.
right.
Peace out.
All right, man. God bless.
God bless you.